Hey guys, I'm the Crazy Dane, and today I wanted to see what all the fuss was about with the AEK. I've seen a tons of guys using this weapon, and I haven't really used it that much myself, so today I'm going to try it out. As I've seen a lot of you guys use this weapon yourself, so I wanted to give it a go. But I'm not that much into the high rate of fire weapons as much as I'm into the low rate of fire weapons. And pistols because they are easier to control and they fit my playstyle way more with the range between me and the target. But I wanted to figure out why so many medics were using them, because the few times that I've used it, I didn't seem to do it that well at all. So I decided to do a few rounds with the AEK, and after I forced myself to use it and, well, start to focus more on close quarter combat and not trying to do my regular gameplay style, which is stay in the back and keep the targets at range and move around a lot, because that's more or less my game style. In the beginning of Battlefield 4, I loved the SAR-21, I think it's called. It was easy to use. It had, well, it shoots lasers all of the time, all across the maps. Almost any distance I could take anyone out, even snipers. So I wasn't that huge of a fan of the high rate of fire weapons, and especially not the AEK. I tried to play around with the M416 and the L85A5, I think it's called, because I wanted to have a weapon that excelled in melee combat in close quarters, because I know that a rate of fire of 600 rounds per minute or around that amount is not that ideal for extreme close quarters, and I did lose a lot of gunfights, but I also won a lot of them because all my bullets were on target and a lot of theirs wasn't. So sometimes I got lucky and other times I was just the better shot. But I have to say, after I would say, mastered it a bit, I thought it was phenomenal. Of course, I had to stay in medium to close quarters and, well, play entirely different from what I'm used to. But after I put my mind to it and I've started to play the way that this weapon is supposed to be played, I did really well. I had 4 or 5 rounds where I was more or less on the top of the scoreboard each time. In the end of this video, I even have a lot of clips from a round where I was at the top with 80 kills and 16 deaths, I think. But that was more or less only staying in areas like the one that you're seeing in this clip right now. Close quarters, a lot of cover, not that many huge areas or open areas, though that's normally how I play, because my favorite weapon is the AR-160. It's awesome and it's insanely precise at almost any ranges. No matter how I use it, I tend to excel and I tend to win the firefights. But even though I do like the AEK, it's still not entirely my style. But in these close quarters, after I mastered it and I got comfortable with the recoil pattern, I did pretty well. I did have to stay in the same areas, move back and forth a lot, which I'm not typically doing. I'm usually the one who charges forward and try to flank around or push forward, kill as many as I can, but this weapon just, well, it dumps bullets so fast that I have to reload all of the time, and it's not always that I have a sense of how many bullets I've got left, so So yeah, high rate of fire weapons isn't really my thing. I'm more the slow and steady wins the race kind of guy, even though I tend to charge forward quite a lot, trying to get those perfect flank offs. But I don't know, I guess that's just me. I'm not the biggest fan of high rate of fire. But what about you guys? Do you favor the high rate of fire weapons? Do you like to stay in close quarters? Do you like to stay medium ranges, or do you like to stay in long ranges? What's your favorite weapon to use, and what attachments? My favorite attachments seems to be the angled foregrip and the HD 33, along with the muzzle brake. And well, yeah, I guess that's about it. That's more or less the attachments that I favor on almost any gun. Of course, if they haven't got that much first shot recoil, I tend to use ergo grip or the stubby grip. And on LMGs, I more or less only use the stubby grip because it doesn't benefit me to use the angled foregrip. But what about you guys? What is your favorite loadout? What weapons do you use, and what attachments do you use with those weapons and loadouts? You might be like me, a guy who prefers the low rate of fire or the medium rate of fire, or do you dislike the mainstream weapons as much as I do, as the Ace 23, which I've almost never used. I hate that gun. I can't use it for some weird reason. It's just not me. So I don't see why people are complaining that it's the most overpowered gun in the game. But are you like me, the guy who doesn't like the mainstream weapons? Do you like to play in a totally different way than everybody else? Do you like to use a weapon that nobody uses at all and mix up the gameplay this way? I'd really like to hear your input and how you play the game in, yeah, well, in every aspect and every situation. How you like to play. Do you like to troll a lot? Do you like to annoy people, teammates, enemies? I don't know, either of those. Or do you like vehicles way more than infantry, which I don't. I love infantry. I hate vehicles. But I guess that's more or less just my opinion. And that's really about it for today, guys. I will try to upload more videos. I'll try to keep you updated with what I'm doing. Do some commentaries here and there, do some montages with epic clips or epic flank offs. I don't know. I'll see what I come up with, or you can leave a comment with what you'd like to see in my channel. I'm open to suggestions because I'm still new at this, and I'm sorry for my shitty accent and my lousy commentary. But I hope you'll still come back and watch more. Subscribe if you like the content and like the videos. But what about you guys? Do you like high rate of fire or low rate of fire? Please let me know in the comments below, and I guess I'll see you in the next movie I make, and maybe you'll have some new feedback. I don't know, but until next time, take care, guys.